Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Professor Spira, and I wanted to just talk about nature. And you know what? Don't really even have to talk about it. Just enjoy it. Just feel it. Just look at it. Drink it in. Some buddies over there. I like to come out here sometimes. This is actually right behind my house. It's just like a 2-minute walk, and I like to come out here, practice my trombone, sit and just think. This is the Olentangy River. Let's walk around a little bit, shall we? Let's walk and talk. Ever since I was a kid, I loved nature. I loved being outdoors in the woods, camping, in the lake, in a river. Love it. And a pretty significant aspect of the Mucusless diet as a lifestyle really is the nature part, the back to nature aspect of the lifestyle of the diet. And a lot of people don't realize that the so-called hippie culture of the 1960s really comes out of the work that Arnold Ehret and his contemporaries were doing in the late 1800s, early 1900s, where they were getting into experimenting on themselves. The difference was, it wasn't about drugs. They weren't experimenting on their bodies with drugs. They were experimenting on their bodies with fruit diet, with fasting, with a mucus-free diet. And the ancillaries, the meditation, and being at one in nature. Nudist colonies started to develop at this time. And so it's always been such a significant part to the diet, in my opinion, for me. And it gives us a sense of the work that we have to do. We really have to return to nature. We have to transition back to nature, because the further away from nature we get, the sicker we get, the weaker we get, the more stimulated we get, and the more unreal it gets. So I'm a big advocate of nature. Go to your nearest park and just sit and just listen to the trees, listen to the leaves, listen to the animals, look at the ducks. Be at peace, be at one with nature. Breathe. You know how if you open your mouth up. Now, you shouldn't breathe with your mouth open, but if you try that, if you breathe in like that, you feel how like if you just open your mouth and breathe in almost like you can, where you could hear it like that. Now, if you do that, but keep your mouth closed, breathe in through your nose, it's such a better quality breath. And of course, there's many breath exercises to do, to study. I studied Paramahansa Yogananda for years, studied a few other authors in science of breath. But whatever you're into, I don't consider myself an authority by any means on that area. There's a lot of masters of the science of breath. I'm just a student, always trying to evolve, always trying to get better. But the thing that I had to come to realize, though, was when I got into it, I thought it was real mystical, like it was this thing that only the select few could really get into. But I realized that a lot of it is about relaxation. A lot of it is about learning how to breathe properly and getting yourself in a state of consciousness, an elevated state of consciousness. And the Mucusless Diet helps with that, because you have to be clear, you have to be clean in order to allow the information that the universe is trying to tell you to come in. Have to be clean. So once I got into the Mucusless Diet and then I started meditating, it really started to make sense. It was like, that's what I was missing. I was missing out on meditation, or I was missing out on the diet part in order for the meditation to really function properly. Then the further I got with my music really became my science of breath. It became my yogic discipline through the practice of music making. So those of you that are musicians may know what I'm talking about. I didn't realize that when I was making music, specifically when I'm improvising, that is the most that I ever experience the now. I'm sure you've heard people say, live in the now, be in the now, transcend your mind and experience this other realm. And for me, when I improvise, I'm not thinking about the past, I'm not thinking about the future, I'm actually not thinking. I transcend thought and I am existing. The experience is that of no beginning, no ending. To me, it's what immortality feels like. And I think that's really what the attraction is for so many, that we are musical beings. And that process, the art of making music, the ability to transcend your consciousness and create vibrations that are more important than you, that are bigger than you, is such a privilege and a great, great pleasure. You know, I thought recreation is a curious word to me. Recreation, as if we're recreating something that we lost. But to me, it's about just be in the sun, just be. Peace, love, and breath.